Welcome back to Black Belt Gamers. We'll be playing some more Everspace 2, Wrath of the Ancients. Last we left off, we were joining the Okar pilgrimage, if I can speak. And now we're going to see how that's going to go. That is a pretty big ship. Wonder what would happen if I attacked one right now. Probably shouldn't do that. That probably seems very unwise. But that's what save scumming is for. You can try out all the weird stuff.
It is an honor to welcome you aboard the clerical vessel Ishara, Adam Roslin. I hope you find your visit pleasant.
I'm grateful for the hospitality.
I will guide you to Emissary Sereth.
So, you guys have a nice setup here. I always wondered how regular Okar live. Is everything on a communal basis?
We exist collectively. Everything is shared.
So even between castes, there's solidarity?
Of course, our paths might be chosen for us, but we are all as one.
I mean, are members of the servant caste happy with the roles assigned to them?
Our labor allows the other castes to focus on their own responsibilities. I find service to be a source of spiritual well-being, which I suppose you would term happiness. Caste is not destiny. Some servants labor. Others are architects, merchants, explorers, and all voices reach the Grandmaster's council.
How does one become a Grandmaster?
The Grandmaster is elected at the holy event of the arrival of Eshahar in the Ushak system. We are here.
Adam Roslin, at last I have the opportunity to formally thank you for your endeavors in saving our sacred Eshahar from danger.
I only did what was right. To extend the cooperation between our races.
Your wish to join our pilgrimage to Ushak Sanctuary has already been heard. I must say it is an unusual request. You and your crew would be the first non-Okar to visit this sacred space. What can you tell us about your intentions there?
I seek answers as to the ancient oddities that are attacking the DMZ. I believe the source is in Ushak.
I understand the urgency of events. I hear all. You must appreciate, however, that your request comes during a planned congregation and election of governance, a critical time for our people. There is concern that your arrival in Ushak may trigger some calamity.
Concern that could only be expected, given your troublesome reputation.
Allow me to introduce Ultark Eshara, who is escorting us to our destination.
I don't know what you heard about me, Ultark. I try not to make trouble, but sometimes I do have to resolve it.
Some of our kin might see your actions as selfless and heroic, but I still object to allowing subspecies to attend our most holy occasion.
And you, Viltoth, how does the servant caste regard this petition?
The scriptures say a pilgrim must come to the ancient seeking truth. Not that they necessarily must be Okar. Mr. Roslin seeks truth. Allow me to vouch for him and his crew, that they may accompany us as guests of the servant caste.
Your most learned response is of great value. Then the way forward is clear. I hereby grant you the status of honorary pilgrim. However, I must add that your joining us does not come without danger at such a delicate moment in our internal politics. I must trust you not to create strife and adhere to our rules.
I doubt that the human would be able to follow the rules, much less understand them. I have to attend to other urgent matters now.
Stay true, Adam. Much hangs in the balance.
try to do our best to not get up to any funny business. But it
like
always
we're going to a
seems
shack.
to find
There is
us,
still
whether we like it or not.
considerable radio traffic regarding our presence. I expect word has already spread throughout Okar space.
Pilgrims, I am the voice of Okar Pride. We will not suffer human pollution of your sacred voyage.
The humans have been granted a seat at our hearth. They are fellow pilgrims.
Ridiculous. Insulting! We have stayed our hand. But now you shall know our fate.
This is Oltark Eshra. Any assault on your brethren Okar will be answered by me, personally.
Targets incoming. Supralight cruise missiles.
Tremlin,
I'm here!
they're targeting the Ace?
The Golden Ace and the emissary's flagship, Ishad.
Any who aid humans are blooded traitors.
Escort fleet, engage.
Alec, Ghost, protect the Ace. I'll help the emissary.
Battle management, backtrace their trajectories. Find their launch station. Escort fleet, we have identified multiple missile launch sites. Hold the line. The shadow car will deal with them.
New contacts.
Break and attack. Flying vessels, they show their faces. Never take her out! In the Emerald City.
Scrap. They held back until the shadow car left.
Shada is taking fire.
Yeah, definitely was not paying attention there. Probably could have did something different. It said upload malware, and I wasn't looking. Should see what that does.
Looks like we're going to a shack.
There is still considerable radio traffic regarding our presence. I expect word has already spread throughout Okar space.
Pilgrims, I am the voice of Okar Pride. We will not suffer human pollution of your sacred voyage.
The humans have been granted a seat at our hearth. They are fellow pilgrims.
Ridiculous. Insulting! We have stayed our hand. But now you shall know our fate.
This is Oltark Eshra. Any assault on your brethren Okar will be answered by me, personally.
Targets incoming. Supralight cruise missiles.
Tremlin,
I'm here!
they're targeting the Ace?
The Golden Ace and the emissary's flagship, Ishad.
Any who aid humans are blooded traitors.
Escort fleet, engage.
Alec, Ghost, protect the Ace. I'll help the emissary.
Battle management, backtrace their trajectories. the launch station. Escort fleet. We have identified multiple missile launch sites. Hold the line. The shallow car will deal with them.
New contacts.
Break and attack. Prime vessels. They show their faces. Remember Centero!
Doesn't let me upload them now.
Shallow car left. Cross another one off. Oh, credits. Nice.
Nearest missile site has been nullified. Asteroid launch site sanitized.
IUS high mass.
Slayers. You have dishonored Prime by attacking your own people. Flee or die.
Prime assault forces have withdrawn.
Golden Ace. How are you guys holding up?
Reasonably intact.
There's solid colonial engineering underneath the neon and fish tanks.
Well, we have fewer fish tanks now. And some very bushy carpets.
Adam Roslin, your actions in defense of the Ishada were noted by our pilgrims.
I had to do something. Our presence put you in danger.
You have given me an idea. Board my vessel, that we may discuss it.
did you want to talk about, emissary?
In the season of Eshahar, each pilgrim must perform service to those in need.
You want me to perform a religious service?
I want you to join our fleet's torchbearers. Think of them as volunteer fighter escorts. As the fleet moves to its next destination, torchbearers precede us. They light our path and assure the way is clear.
There's debate about us joining the pilgrimage. Won't someone take offense at my presence?
This is a sacred service. Caste and clan are no barrier to being a torchbearer.
But species?
If you are constant in your duty, that will be appreciated by all in time. Your fellow torchbearers are gathering at the van of our fleet, Adam Roslin. Join them now.
Ooh, shard gun. Smart guns. Large auto aim radius. Man, some of these have some cool abilities on them. Let's see, still got one more character that we haven't met yet.
O ancients, unbind the paths from star to star, bend tides of light, and hasten our steps. In your name, forgotten utterly yet eternally in memory, we pray. Guru Shah.
This is my first time as a torchbearer. Is there anything I should do? This will be an egg run. Simply follow my lead.
Emissary Saren sent me to serve as a torchbearer. You can call me Adam.
Then it is beholden upon us to welcome you.
You indulge the human.
The head of my caste sent him.
Hush, Tuck. We depart for Talamuth outpost. The human may follow if it pleases him.
They definitely don't like us very much.
I am Droshin. I assure the harmony and balance of ship energies.
What do you know of the sacred duty we perform this day?
Only what Emissary Saren told me. I'd love to learn more.
After our duties are fulfilled, I can instruct you. I am Hekov, a novitiate of practical theology.
It's great to meet you, Hekov. I didn't get your name?
Navar Tlanat, Apex Tactician of the 3rd Skirmisher Argosy. Talamuth, we light the path of the Rimward pilgrimage. Make way and kindle beacons of welcome.
Torchbearers. One among you is not Okar.
All in our party are pilgrims.
I see. Many of those gathered aboard possess sympathies for pride. An alien's presence may offend them.
I'm not here to start trouble.
Smooth ape speech. What are such blasphemous vomit sounds?
This is an official channel. Get off the line and return to your quarters.
Disloyalty. Brethren, hear my words. Rise up. Rise and take this place. Rise against the appeasers. Their entire energy lattice was just altered. I think this restore our pride as Okar.
And authority has been rerouted. Torchbearers, get clear! Prime insurgents have control of our defenses.
Friends of Imra, Talamus Outpost is now under Prime's authority. Come to our aid. Pacify the station before Prime arrives in numbers. I am no warrior.
Think manages.
I disarmed stations before. Never such a big one.
Then you and I will take out the exterior weapons.
Guys, Rorschach and Hekon, support us.
Once we clear the immediate threat, we will board the station. There must be hundreds of Prime members in there.
Then we shall pray very earnestly.
The docking bay is clear. Hekoth and Troshak with me. We will board and head for operations. Madame, remain aloft. Prevent any Prime from fleeing.
Will do. If you need me, call.
We are in. Hunt with skill, brethren. Madame, we are delayed.
What's the situation?
Painted an atrium. Our foes hold position above us. Cannot expose the others to their fire.
Hi, where are they?
Sector, level 47. Right near the exterior hub.
I have an idea.
Explosive decompression.
Our foes were taken by the void.
May they pass on and find peace.
Move now. Metal Centipede destroyed our defense line. So the operations center. Reseated Okar worlds to the humans of peace. Sources that our forebears built upon. Led void. Right betrayal. Madame, we cannot reach the operations center. The zealots have sealed the emergency bulkhead doors. It will take hours to cut through. What? Their animating energies are complicated with multiple takeoffs, but... Dawn? I'm sending you coordinates for key systems. From outside, you can just close the bulkhead.
If I disrupt these power feeds, you can open the bulkheads?
Please trust me.
Contacts. Aggressive posture.
Humans can never prevail against that. Not greedy, ruthless. Each thinks only of himself. That is a power distribution nexus. Reroute currently to the primary containment vessel.
Additional hostile craft.
to expose the main reactor. That's it. Now go to the reactor at the top of the station. True warriors do not forgive the disgrace of the Grandmaster's treaty. Strength, not appeasement. We need to remove these three regulators. Only those. Be careful. The energies are intense.
It's the last. Try the door, Droshock.
I have it! Stand by it, Tom. I'm about to have a frank discussion with the Prime. Telemet operations, we are returning control to you.
Confirmed. We have authority over all systems. Must the three of you accomplish this?
The four of us.
Incredible. The Prime Radicals controlled our tertiary docking bay. Will you ensure it is safe for use?
I can take care of that. Can I expect defenders?
No. You shot down most, the remainder fled. We are concerned about traps.
Mines. Deadly in this enclosed space. I recommend throwing them clear of the hand.
Got one.
Chew.
Easy does it. Out you go. Galama, your hangar is clear.
I detect an active terminal. I may be able to recover data on Prime's activities.
What have we got?
An extensive list of facilities Prime have infiltrated and a blueprint. I will need a moment to analyze
The
its
Prime are the
specifications.
reason why the ancients are attacking.
Rimward pilgrimage,
Ooh,
your
catalyst.
torchbearers speak. The way is clear. Jump at your convenience.
In their names, which are lost. Urushard. Your check-in was overdue. Was there an issue?
Nothing insurmountable, cast leader. I can brief you when you arrive.
Come aboard, Adam. We will await the fleet's arrival.
It's already been a half hour. Holy crap.
Blueprint recovered from Prime's computer is a shield catalyst. It modifies them to resist Kion radiation. This modification would also attune the ship's weaponry to more effectively pierce the Kion's surrounding swarms.
So they're easier to kill, huh? I like the sound of that. Why did Prime have this in their computers?
The Okar do have extensive experience with ancient technology.
The important thing is that we can use it to recon the origin site of the ancient attacks.
The catalyst requires refined cyberite to manufacture, difficult to acquire, and only found in Okar space.
Adam, we have arrived at the pilgrimage fleet.
Doreen, just in time. We need to talk. Be right over.
Ion modulator is all we're missing. Can be installed together with another cat. Oh, that's good. I was wondering if it was going to have to replace the one we already had.
Fair weather, Tom. You were not incompetent. Thanks. Take care of yourselves, Torchbearers.
May your troubles be few, and your years many.
This has already been a pilgrimage to remember.
Tareen, do you know if your people have Kion-proof shields?
I have not heard of such a thing. But as Kions are associated with the Ancients, it may be a secret of the clerical caste.
Okay. We found a way to make some, but it requires refined Simolite. Where can I get some?
There is a refinery in the Rack homeworld, on Gareth. But that is a heavily defended Prime enclave.
The Okar haven't objected us to defending ourselves from Prime, but I don't think they'd excuse me for attacking a refinery.
No. But the servant caste knows other methods. Let me access the Okar communication network. Connect to Grey Channel, subnetwork 771. Encrypt ultraviolet. Modulate carrier. Enter passcodes. And...
Tareen, I have not heard from you in weeks. How is business?
Carjack, I am working with Adam Lawson. He has need of refined Simolite.
Difficult. Over the last year, Prime extremists secured all the refineries. As I trade with humans, I am unwelcome.
All the Simolite refineries? Isn't that suspicious?
They sell to Brethren Okar, so no one takes issue. Those of us who trade with humans, we are excluded. So, as it happens, I need a human to test something I have made for another client. A smuggler's tool.
What is it?
You will see. Meet me at these coordinates.
Again. Don't wear yourself down.
Don't worry, Delia. I can handle it.
Caffeine and meal packs can only get you through a few days.
I know. While I have your ear, I've been thinking. Dax and I made you a promise back when we met.
To get me back to the homeworld, after I help you with your escapades.
Well, the door's open. You can leave any time.
You tell me this in the middle of a humanitarian crisis?
When aren't we in a crisis?
When we met, you were hell-bent on a get-rich-quick scheme. Look at what you're doing now, running all over, trying to save the whole DMZ on your own.
I don't really think of it like that.
I know you don't. People grow, priorities shift. My work here feels important now. I stay because I want to, Adam, not because I have to.
This is a completely unexplored area for me. Didn't go here yet. I just linked it last time. So we might be here for a while. Oh, that's ancient. places to discover and all the other stuff. And we'll have location challenges. We got plenty to do. Regions, 2 challenges, 2 high-risk areas.
Hello? You over there?
Pilot equals human. True. This really pumps me up. Get him to help quick.
Ooh, side mission. We'll come back for that. All this stuff looks just great. Wreck field. A little bit lower visibility.
So you finally found. What's this?
Hidden stash location challenge.
Huh. Weird.
Ooh. Well, we're gonna get that special bypass made. So if that's the regular Trinity, what are the large ones? Because these things are resilient as hell. Oh, that is the large ones. Well, let's just do that quick. That's at least a little bit easier. There's one. I don't suppose they're all going to be that obvious to find. one for each large rock. At least that'd be my guess. Go down if they don't open. That's nuts. So there's the second one. So at least if I fly kind of close enough to them, they show up. A little red marker. So it's just going to be a matter of flying around and clicking the target to see if we find it. Medium. Definitely bound to be at least a couple of those Trinics on this thing. It's a huge rock. Unless this is where I originally found the first one. I don't think this is where I found the first one. Have to assume that there would be one by each of kind of like the blue things. So that's at least where I found the first one. Yeah, so we got one there, one there. You can see him from relatively far away. It's going to be a matter of scanning for movement from the distance. hiding out in here. Yep. Gotta look for more like alcoves like that too. Is on this map. So that's it. Once you finish the location challenge, this place is done. Found the other one too. Yep. Nice. That didn't take near as long as I thought it would. You can't get crits against these things either. Silenite is the one that we need, so we're going to gather that, and we're done here. The other place with the location challenge is to find all the secret stashes. That one will take a while, so we'll save that for another time. But for now, still probably got about 20 minutes. Let's go see what's going on with this main quest. And we'll also have that side quest to deal with too. What does it say?
With my ship when you are ready. I have something to show you. I trust you took care of that passenger for me.
You tossed him out an airlock right in front of me.
He had a life pod, but we're here to discuss new business.
Well, that's a new transition. That's pretty cool. You should never see the hangar docks,
What do
actually.
you think?
An Okar ship.
What?
Can a human fly
We
that?
get the ship
It
already?
was prepared for a colonial client. It has an adaptive transponder to avoid attention from a distance.
Damn, that thing looks cool.
Prime pays less attention to brethren, Okar. Fly into the Gareth refinery, discreetly grab your Simonite, and return. Simple.
Are you sure your client will let me use his ship?
It is all in how you ask. Communications connect. Route to the Drake system. Terminal B34N5.
Tarjak, how's my ship coming along?
Some of its abilities aren't functional yet, but it's ready for the test flight. This is Adam, the pilot I recruited for the job.
Hi.
Huh. Haven't I seen you somewhere before?
I get that all the time. Yes, I have one of those faces.
Adam, I need to know if you're the right person for the job. Capable of putting this baby through its paces.
You want to see a resume or some kind of skill test?
I trust my gut when it comes to big decisions. Straight up, Adam. Top of your head, no thinking. Do you like beans?
Yes.
Cool. Let him fly.
I will forward our results once he
Okay.
returns.
It's been nice talking to you, Adam. You're giving me a big fuck. Signing off.
So we have a bean pun making shopkeeper.
Never question good fortune.
Sounds
You can
cool.
leave whenever you are prepared.
What do you think, Hyde? Comfy?
There is a 10 nanosecond response lag. Translation delay, I expect.
I'll take that as a slightly uncomfortable. Guess I'm lucky Okar and humans are both humanoid. At least I fit the seat. Oh, Tarjak said the ship's abilities aren't functional yet?
Correct. Some have been installed, but are not integrated with the flight controls.
Well, let's hope we don't need them.
Let's see, what does it say for abilities? Consume all ethereal resonance stacks and instantly deal the remaining damage to all affected enemies. Repairing your hull for 50% of the damage dealt. Pretty cool. It's got teleport, passes through smaller enemies, dealing damage. Collects all echo on the way. Nice. Turn invisible, suspend the hull decay. Duration for 2 seconds. For 10 seconds, collect all available echo fragments and revive them as manifestations of their former selves, forcing them to fight for you. So that's why I wanted this thing, because this should tie into the shield recharge stuff that I got on the other ship. Ooh, you can even see what some of the new things do. 30% hull restored when it goes below 20%. Well, that seems pretty good for my other build. 40% boost speed while cloaked. Crit against non-units. Oral plating. Fully restored on kill. That seems pretty nice. And regen ultimate. Let's see. Killing enemies leaves echo fragments floating in place. Collecting them grants stacks that, each dealing per second to nearby enemies while increasing your speed by 5%. Damage is doubled for locked target. Transforms into a ghost in a corporeal form. Does not expire, but your hull will decay at an increasing rate. All your damage is increased by up to 100%, depending on how much hull is missing. And your devices are replaced with special abilities. Okay. Your hull reaches 0 spectral form ends and your ship is restored to full. Cool. So I wonder if we can re-roll the passives on this thing like some of the other ships, or if it just has static 4 that you get to pick. Or static that you don't get to pick. Consumables have a 30% chance not to be spent. Hull damage has a 25% chance to be ignored. Entering spectral form fully restores weapon and boost energy. Okay. Each stack of after reduces the hull decay form. Dang, yeah, that's seems really cool. I definitely want to use this ship. Where are we headed? Well, that's cool. We'll at least get a little bit of a test flight on this thing before. Dang, that is a cool shot right there. And we get a little test flight on this thing. Don't know when we actually unlock it, but for now, this is more than enough.
Time to blend in and fly casual.
Prime may not question the Ukar ship, but avoid venturing close to patrols. Doubtless they have markings and recognition codes that we lack.
What do the missiles on this thing do? Missiles automatically home in on the closest target in the field of vision. Wow, that's pretty good.
Unidentified craft. Our airspace is restricted to scheduled pickups. Stay clear, and we won't have any trouble.
I guess it was optimistic to try the front door.
There are outcast vents around the perimeter. It may be possible to enter through one.
Hostiles detected.
Looks like the central vent is in use, but it's capped on.
Disabling it should cause another to open. A basic failsafe mechanism.
That's got it.
Expect unpredictable air currents. It is a manufacturing exhaust port, after all.
Does that mean I don't want to go in there yet? No, I guess I don't know. It is kind of blowing me around a little bit.
This is bigger than I expected. Where'd my
Oh,
go?
There is an entrance to the blast furnace
I
works
wonder if
on
this
the
stuff
far
is like
side
molten.
of
Does
the
it
cavern.
hurt
A
us?
number of prime vessels are
Yes, it
patrolling.
does.
Best avoid.
Gotcha. Alright. I was not paying attention to, there's a patrol drone. Gotta watch out for those.
through a furnace?
It is the most expeditious path.
Is it safe?
Of course not. That seldom deters you. In a look.
It didn't quite seem to be the way I wanted to go, but what?
This place is a maze. Where to next?
We are approaching the end of the purification mechanisms. I advise using the containers as cover.
Thinking I got a little bit of leniency on the checkpoint because I was definitely not by this spot. Holy crap, okay. That's really fast. Can I blow them up? I wonder. I doubt it. I assume it would detect me immediately if I blew it up. Maybe I'm supposed to. Because this one's like... Yep. So yeah, can't blow them up either. It was worth a shot just to see. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be finding the way they're facing and then sneaking our way around. So this one we know is facing that way. Should be able to sneak by up top here. No! Yeah, I got way too cocky on that. Maybe it gave me a checkpoint for making it to there. No, it definitely did not. What did I hit? It just like bounced me around and like completely took control of my ship. I don't think I can kill the drones. The last one I attacked, it targeted me right away. I wonder if I should try it again with these ones. I don't feel like that's what it wants me to do. I suppose, yeah, we can just follow them like this. That's probably what we were supposed to do. Okay there.
With refined molten cyanide.
They're probably too massive to grapple, even if we could detach one from the conveyor.
A lot of power from hot the production lines, allowing you access to the cyanide within.
Cutting the power will alert Okar Prime that we're down here.
Power systems can be disrupted here.
Transport this molten cymolite.
Refinery coolant reservoirs are below the conveyor. Simply drop it in and recover the solidified ingot.
Off where?
Cyanide is now cool enough to store my cargo.
50. Oh, cow, alright.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Intruder in the refinery.
Guess there's more there than I...
Having ascent via the main cargo shaft is recommended.
Through a gauntlet of prime firepower. Swell.
This vessel is equipped with a cloaking device.
Is that one of the abilities Tarjak said wasn't ready?
It is one of the ones I said had been installed but not integrated with the controls. I am able to activate it briefly.
You know, that would have been useful earlier. Do it.
Short-range transposition jumps are also available. The ship's other two devices are not presently installed.
Not as much of a test flight as I would have liked. Didn't get to do a whole lot of combat, but still pretty cool. Can't wait to get one.
Got hairy in spots, but you could tell your client it got me in. I don't suppose you'd sell me one?
Perhaps in time, but I only have this prototype. You're sure Prime didn't recognize you?
No, they assumed I was an Okar.
Excellent. The last thing I need is attention from those extremists.
You're not a fan of them either, huh?
Prime has sympathizers in all castes. Servants who think the resources of the DMZ should be ours. Warriors who mistake peace for dishonor. And clericals who say humans defile the works of the ancients. Only hate unites them all. Grievances. They want someone to blame for the cost of food or lack of work.
But now the Ancients are attacking humans. Prime says it's a sign. The Ancients oppose us, Okar should as well.
I don't believe it. The Ancients are gone. Only their works remain, ticking along on their own mysterious tasks. If the Ancients actually turned their eye back to us, well, what could a beetle do against a hurricane?
On that uncomfortable thought, I should head back to the pilgrimage fleet.
Remind Tareen he owes me a case of Karen talk. No less than 150 proof.
so I can make 100 of those modulators. That's what it gave me. Now, I'm sure there's more ways to get refined silamite, but for now we got a decent amount. We'll at least go back to the fleet, see what it says, and then we'll wrap this one up. So I gotta head to the gym pretty soon. A Trinity. Not worried about that.
Got refined simulite. What now?
First, I will take a sample. Reverse engineering the refining process will allow us to replicate it in the future.
Refining seems pretty intense. Just flying through these huge ovens.
Those are only needed for bulk quantities. We can handle the amount for a shield catalyst.
To survive the Ancients' Kion radiation, craft a hexaspatial catalyst. Attach it to a shield and install it on board your fighter.
Alec and Ghost better modify their shields too. I'll give them a hand with that.
And I will modify the shields of a drone, so you may send it through an ancient portal.
Oh, name drop. They did it. Alright, well, before we install that and progress the story, then we'll wrap this episode up. I'll start uploading these. At least get one before, but yeah, there we go. There's our new potential ship. Medium class stealth runner. Nice. Hopefully we'll get one soon. Anyway, go drop my save. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will install that catalyst in the next episode and see what is left and how much wrath these ancients have for us, or if we can quell it. Alright, take care.